Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm showing you some easy high protein snacks, and all of the recipes that I'm sharing with you today are sweet recipes. So first up we have a Choc peanut slice, and here are all of the ingredients that you will need. First off, into a pot on a low heat I'm adding the peanut butter. And the brand that I'm using here is this Maver's Smooth peanut butter, and you can see on the back here that the only ingredients are roasted peanuts and sea salt. Next up, I'm adding some sugar-free maple syrup and a splash of vanilla, as well as 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Give this a good stir until it is well combined. And you will end up with something like this. So it will thicken up, and that is what we want. So next I'm going to add in the 2 cups of these sweet protein crisps. I just buy these from Coles, so if you don't have a Coles near you, here is the back so you can see the ingredients, and you'll probably be able to find something similar. Give it a good mix and it will be a well combined like this. Into a pre-lined dish, you're going to add the mixture and make sure that you flatten it out until it is even in the pan. For the topping, I'm going to add some sugar-free baking chips into a pot, as well as about a tablespoon of the coconut oil. So all you're going to do is melt this on a low heat until it is nice and smooth and glossy like this. All you need to do then is smooth your chocolate mixture nice and evenly on the top of your Rice crisp slice. So just ensuring that it's nice and evenly covered on the top. Once you've done that, you're going to pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes until it is set and nice and firm on the top. Take it out of your dish and take the baking paper off the bottom of the slice so it is easier to cut. Using a sharp knife, cut it into whatever size pieces you prefer. You'll see here that I did a terrible job of cutting the slice on this day, but it tastes all the same. Optionally, you can add some sea salt on the top here. I just like the extra little flavour. And there you have it. There is our Choc peanut slice. Our next recipe here is a choc chip cookie smoothie. Here are the ingredients you will need for this recipe. Feel free to play around with this recipe. If there is anything that you don't like, you can always substitute it with something else. So first up, into the blender, I am popping my plant milk, and I prefer to use unsweetened almond milk. Next up, add in your spoon of Biscoff, and like I said, feel free to play around with what you prefer. So whether you want to add peanut butter instead or a hazelnut spread. Next, adding in the oats and protein powder. I use vanilla, but like I said, feel free to use any flavour that you prefer. And lastly, adding in our square of dark chocolate. When you have all your ingredients in the blender, pop the lid on, and we are ready to go. So blend until it is smooth and creamy. You will have little specks of the dark chocolate through the smoothie, and it will be like little choc chip cookie pieces. This smoothie has to be one of my favourite sweet high protein recipes. Our last recipe is one of my favorite meals, protein pancakes. So here are all of the ingredients that I use. The thing that makes them protein pancakes is, of course, the protein flour. I use soy milk for the plant milk, but feel free to use whatever you like. Now, first up into the bowl, we're adding our dry ingredients. So first is the flour, the coconut sugar, and I did add the sea salt in here too, as well as the baking powder. Whisk your dry ingredients until they are well combined. Then you're ready to add in the wet ingredients. So first up is the plant milk, teaspoon of vanilla, and the vinegar. Whisk this together well, as we are going to set this mixture aside for about 5 minutes to thicken up. The vinegar and the soy milk, or the plant milk, mix together like a buttermilk, leaving us with this thick consistency. Heat up a pan and give it a light spray of oil or butter, whatever you prefer. I always like to do a small test pancake because for some reason the first one doesn't really turn out just quite like the others. I'm not sure if it's because the pan isn't quite as hot. I like to make smaller pancakes, and this recipe makes about 10 to 12 small pancakes, but feel free to make them whatever size you wish. And onto the plate they go. So you can see here that is the full recipe, and I use this as 2 servings for my partner and I. Serve them up as you wish. Here we had some melted Biscoff, some sugar-free maple syrup, and some sliced banana. Are you a sweet or a savoury person? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, I can never decide because I love food so much. And let me know if you would like me to make a similar video but with savoury, high-protein snacks, as I really enjoyed making this style of video for you. If you did enjoy it, click on the like button, and if you're new, click subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.